Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and this is the Frontline Changes Report. We have frontline changes over in Kruhliaikivka, Ivano-Darivka, Toretsk, Novooleksiivka, Kramatorsk, Ilinka, Yelizavetivka, Vodiane, Bohoyavlenka, Maksymivka, and Katerynivka. So we go to Kruhliaikivka first. So according to the geolocation of Russian forces over in the Pischane front, there's too tiny. Pischane front, this Kruhliaikivka, Russian forces has been geolocated north of Kruhliaikivka, inside Kruhliaikivka. So they have taken this position, and this may suggest that the Russian forces have captured most of Kruhliaikivka. So this is most likely the case, and the village is pretty much close to full capture. There's only a little bit over here in terms of the mapping we have. So the distance of distance traveled by the Russian forces is around almost a kilometer, around 800 meters plus, and the total area is 1.13 square kilometers. So this Kruhliaikivka, the next frontline change is over at Ivano-Darivka, over at the Sivers front. So after the great revelation yesterday of all these frontline change that validates the capture of Vimka and Ivano-Darivka, we have new geolocation in the north of Ivano-Darivka. This time around, the Russian forces have advanced to the next tree line, and confirming the Russians have captured more grounds in this northern part. The distance between the first and the second geolocation was around 600 meters. So, and the total area I have put here is just below, is around 0.6 square kilometers. Not very big, but it's all right. So that's all from the Sivers front. After the Ivano-Darivka, the next frontline change is over at Toretsk. So over at Toretsk, this frontline change is mapped by Ukrainian mapping. They shows that the Russian forces have taken more grounds around the center part of Toretsk. The total area is not very big. This is around 11.2 hectare, and the distance of travel is around 200-300 meters. It's not that big. The total width of the front lines maybe 500-600 meters. So small change over in Toretsk. We don't have a lot of frontline change around Toretsk for a long time. After Toretsk, we have frontline changes over at Novooleksiivka. So this in the Pokrovsk front. This is the Pokrovsk front, and over in the Novooleksiivka region, this is one of the latest information. Russian forces geolocated in the northern half and the eastern part of the village. This confirmed the Russians have captured at least this entire street of the village. The total distance between the furthest geolocation and the front line we have is around almost 900 meters. So this almost a kilometer of frontline capture. So this Novooleksiivka, this Selidove, so it is west of Selidove, and there's also a massive frontline change mapped by Deep State UA. This is much bigger. This 5 square kilometers. At the furthest point is 3 kilometers, with the Russian forces capturing all of these grounds between Novooleksiivka and Novodimitrivka. The Russian forces captured all these grounds around here. So that's all from this area here near Selidove. Further south, Russian forces have captured Kramatorsk due to the Ukrainian mapping. This by Deep State UA, confirming the Russian capture in this area here. So capturing all of this area. And they are now continuing to move down the railway line towards Voznesenka. The total captured ground is 1 square kilometer. And the width from one end to the other side is around a kilometer. So that's the decent amount of capture around here. So that's all from Kramatorsk. after Kramatorsk, the next frontline change is over Ilinka. This is also one of the latest geolocation. Russian forces have geolocated inside of Ilinka, confirming Russian have entered Ilinka and capturing the eastern or northeastern part of the village. So the speed of the advance may suggest that the Ukrainians are not defending around this area here. Or the defenses or the resistance is pretty limited. So the total area captured is around half a square kilometer. So not very big. The distance from the previous front line to the geolocated grounds is 600 meters. So this is a continuation of the Russian advance after the capture of Kruhliaikivka as they move out from Stelmakhivka and towards this railway line, which and also the crossing towards Korakove. So this is the current situation around here. We move further on. So over in this east of Bohoyavlenka, there's a lot of frontline change around here. So in case you got lost, so this is Konstantinivka, Marinka. So this is Vodiane. The strategically not important city of Voleda is here, and this is Bohoyavlenka. On the eastern part, the latest information from geolocation to Ukrainian mapping have all seems to suggest the Russian forces have continued their quick advance in this area, with Russian forces capturing all these grounds all the way from the south of Elenovka to the west of Bohoyavlenka. So all this area is captured by the Russian forces. This is a lot of grounds, and so the total distance from end to end of this front line is 7 kilometers, and the depth of the advance, the depth of the advance is around 1.3 kilometers at that point, around 2 kilometers from the other point. So yeah, so it's depending on how you want to measure it. Like from the Elenovka to the furthest southern point is around 3.7 kilometers. So this is have some kind of a feeling of how big is this area here. Total area is 1.24 plus 5.3. That's make it around 7.5. Then then 9.5, 10. Yeah, around 11 square kilometers. This entire area. So this entire area is around 11 square kilometers. So a lot of grounds captured by the Russian forces as they continue to close down and try to create another angle to attack Elenovka. I did cover this in the SIP I mentioned about the forest. Do check it out. Check out the SIP I talk a bit more on that. This is the frontline change, so I don't know go too much into analysis. And over at Maksymivka, Russian forces also, according to Ukrainian mapping, have gone down the tree line and this securing more of the eastern part of Maksymivka. So the total area captured is around 1.6 square kilometers. The total distance from the village to the furthest point is around 1.4 kilometers. So it's around 1.4 kilometers. This total area that I changed is around almost 4.7 kilometers. So anyway, yeah, this just arbitrary because most of these are open ground. So it's just mapping based on the mapping by the Ukrainian side. But main thing is actually this tree line that was captured. So the tree line captured is around almost a kilometer. So anyway, after Maksymivka, there's one last frontline change. It's over in the Zaporizhzhia front. This is Zaporizhzhia, and over at Novooleksiivka at the Orikhiv sector, Russian forces have been geolocated on the northeast of Novooleksiivka. This invalidates Ukrainian claims and validating Russian claims of the area that the Russians have captured or holding position. So the total area invalidated is around 2.23 square kilometers. So the distance from Novooleksiivka, from the geolocated point, is around 2.8 kilometers. The distance from the previous front line, the Ukrainian mapped, is around less than half a kilometer. So anyway, this is the frontline change over at Zaporizhzhia. So thank you for watching. That's all. That's the frontline changes. Let me know what you think in the comments about telling you guys more about the distance, the area. Not sure if it's useful for you guys. So let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next update.